Hey YouTube, AZBill3433 here once again. As you can see from the picture I started this video up with, I have three Budlight stoves that are in like a triangular form here, and this is really a PSA type video, especially for you guys who are actually football fans and waiting for the Super Bowl next week. This may give you some incentive to want to go out and buy, and tell your wife that maybe Budlight aluminum bottles are probably the best, in the best interest for the football game next week. Now this morning we all saw, or a lot of us saw, Smoke Eater 908 do a video with 1.5 gallons of water in a big pot with one of his stoves, and it took about an hour and 8 minutes for him to heat up the water to about 203 degrees. Then later in the day I saw Many Bold Design, Tinny, do a video on his new stove, which is supposed to be for home use in case survival, or in the case of a blackout, or like Hurricane Sandy or something like that. So this is going to be my version, and this is go out and buy the beer, have a good time at the Super Bowl, and boy, now you've got enough bottles now to make yourself a aluminum bottled stove, Budlight stove. Now, I just did some videos. Some of you may have seen them already. Just recently I did three-part video on how to make these stoves. So if you haven't seen those before, go ahead and see them. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and light these up, and I'm going to just move in front of the camera here a second. And what I have is the three. Now, these two here I made that day on the video, and then this one here I've had for quite a long time. They're all 4 inches high. Now, this one here has 1 ounce of fuel. This has an 1.5 ounces. This has 2 ounces. And as I talk, I guess I'll tell you the reason why for that, but let's just get them all started up here. Okay. We'll let those start up and bloom. But anyway, the reason for that is when I start this, I've tried this a couple times already, and really it's going to have 2 quarts of water in a big pot, and really what you're looking for is possibly to do spaghetti, cook spaghetti. So you have to get the water heated up fairly quickly, and it usually takes about 10 minutes to cook spaghetti when it's boiling. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to heat it up with all 3. This one's probably going to go out early, then these 2 will take over, and then hopefully this one will still last a little bit longer and keep us kind of like in that simmer kind of mode. And I've tried this already, and I think I got the water heated up in about 4 minutes. And let's see, we're pretty good there. So I'm going to walk in front of the camera one more time. And I'm going to get my pot. Now, like I said, I got 2 quarts of water like Tinny had. And excuse me for walking in front, but I'm going to have to do that to get this on. And there we are. Now it really sits real nice on there that way. And I'm going to turn this overhead off because I think I have it set up so you can see the flames. And hopefully you can see that. So anyway, let me set my timer here. I'm going to set the timer. And let me take a look at the timer. I'm going to walk in front again here. Okay, we're good. All right, what I'm going to do is, as soon as I hear it start to boil, I'll come back. And at that time, we'll, now I got to stick my arm in front of there first too to get my shut off. And we'll be back, and then we'll watch and see how long it lasts. And what you want to get is about 10 minutes boil time. And again, this is a PSA for you guys who had Super Bowl next week. Wow, tell the wife, you got to go out and get these aluminum bottles so you can make these survival stoves. So we'll be back in a second. Bye-bye. Okay, we're right at the 4.5 minute mark, and it's just starting to boil. And this is about the time if you're making spaghetti. As you can see, well, you can't see, but it is boiling right now. It's at that just beginning boil. This is when you would throw in the spaghetti. So, what we're really looking for, spaghetti cooks in about 10 minutes. And even after the stoves go out, if you just leave it in the boiling water for, another 5 minutes or so, if it's not quite done, but you do want it al dente, right? But anyway, you would leave it in there if you want it done a little bit more, and it would still cook even in that boiling water that was left over. So I'm going to come back after I think the one stove on the right-hand side will probably go out first because it only has 1 ounce of alcohol, and the one in the back has 1.5 ounces. And I don't know if you can hear it, but it is going pretty good right now. Yeah, there we go. So anyway, I'm going to be back when the twos go out, and then we'll see how long we actually let this the stove burn out. So be back in a minute. Okay, I think you can see that the one burner on the right-hand side has already gone out. The back one and the one on the left, that's still on. So we're at the, let's see, we're at just right about almost 10 minutes. It's 9:52 right now, so we've been going 10 minutes. Actually about 6 minutes of actual boiling time so far. So I'll be back when the back one goes out. It'll probably be about 3 minutes. Be back when that goes out. Okay, we're back. We're actually at the 15 and a half minutes, and we're just really boiling with the one stove. That's the only one that's actually working right now, of course, because it's had actually 2 ounces of alcohol in it. So you can see that that means we've got, if we put it in at around 4 minutes when it first started boiling, if you put your spaghetti in, it would still be running almost 12 minutes. Here we are at 16 minutes on the total. So you would have 12 minutes. It usually takes about 10 minutes. And again, like I say, if you would leave it the spaghetti sit in the water for another, yeah, I think we're just going out now. 3 or 4 minutes or even 5 more minutes, it would cook itself. Hey, this is just a PSA, football, the Super Bowl's coming up. Go out and get a case of, aluminum bottles, Budlight aluminum bottles, and tell your wife, hey, look, this is going to be for our survival, in case we have some kind of emergency or something, we can make these stoves. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. It's just kind of a spoof on, this whole thing about cooking, at home and everything else. I mean, you have all different methods in which you can do this. I mean, a lot of you have different methods. I have a Coleman stove. These are great too. You can do, but everybody can do these. But hey, look, it's just fun to think about. You could probably make these Budlight stoves and still enjoy the Super Bowl and have a few beers. So anyway, I thought I'd just bring this and have some enjoyment. So anyway, thanks for watching. We'll see you later. Bye-bye.